Okay, this is GamerBlave and we're here with Operation Darkness. And if you've been watching this series, you know that this is the first time that I've gone live with this particular series. And this game is pretty I guess I would say, you could say dear to me. I've played through it all the way either once or twice, and I've played played around with it several other times, but I'm not sure if I have an unorthodox strategy, because a lot of times I like to play games and kind of isolate myself from what other people think of it, at least in terms of strategies and things like that, unless I find myself lost and I don't really know what to do. Now I think I had been sorting my equipment out at the end of each mission, so I think I'm good to go how I want to, so I think we're ready to go. And it's actually been a couple of days since I played here, so I want to make sure that I'm going to the green, I believe, are the optional missions, and red are the mission critical missions, I guess you'd call them. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the green one here, which is the optional mission or side mission, and do that.
Lads, we received intelligence that an enemy unit is in the area. A hand-picked team will deploy on a reconnaissance mission to assess their military strength. There is a possibility of encountering vehicles and artillery, so bring your anti-tank weapons. That will be all. Godspeed.
Well, I'm sure we're going to encounter some vehicles, but we're not bringing any special anti-tank weaponry, I can tell you that. Our own abilities are our anti-tank weaponry. So we're going with just our guys here, and that's what we got. Yes, we can do it for sure. We've got this in the bag. Fangs of the Panther. We must annihilate all enemies. And let's try to not get anyone killed. That would be ideal. That would be absolutely ideal here. So we've got multiple tanks, and the objective is going to be to close distance with them as quickly as possible. We are definitely going to take some attrition, because we have to get fairly close to use most of our abilities, and unfortunately, let's see, I don't think, yeah, he's just got, Frank had been one of my faster guys. Now that everyone else, some of the other guys are leveling up, some of the guys who had been more heavily laden in previous missions are now catching up to him in levels, are now becoming faster than him. So he was a dominant force, and I'm sure he will continue to be so. But his edge and speed is starting to dissipate. That much is certain. Now I think she is going to be one of my primary destructive forces here. I'm going to go ahead and use her vitamins to give her a boost in speed. And I think that will be a critical factor there. Now I hope that I'm keeping my guys far enough away from each other. Jack the Ripper. I'm not sure if the fact that I'm kind of behind a tree here is going to prevent the tanks from firing at him or not. We'll see. We'll see how their angles of attack work. Cynthia, let's go ahead and use your vitamins as well. She's got a gun, which no one else in my group is carrying right now. So that makes her considerably slower, which is why, you know, as you can see, she went after everyone else and one of their vehicles. So we're about to take fire. We're about to take fire from several tanks. So that's gonna suck. But hopefully we'll be able to thin the herd out shortly. The hope is that at least a couple of these guys miss. He didn't. He surely did not. Now, if some of these guys would park near you... he didn't miss either. Okay, Frank. Now, we've had some interesting scenarios involving Frank and tanks in recent videos, recent missions. Now, I don't think that guy's close enough. Oh man, talk about as close as it gets to being in range. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That being said, she should almost yeah, she'll be able to attack next turn, for sure. And you can see there on the right that she's going to be going before any other tanks. So that is very, very, very good. Now Blave here, did I give you... I should have probably given Blave a vitamin or something of that nature. So he could get in. He could get in there a little bit faster, and you know, start making use of his abilities. Now Jack the Ripper, I think, is pretty much only going to be useful against these guys. Now they're definitely out of range of his grenades there, so I'm just gonna kind of move around here flanking. Now my hope is that I can kill a couple of them and they'll have some Panzerfausts and the like on them that I can then take and use to facilitate the destruction of these tanks. Once again, I said my my overall tactics are probably a little bit outside of the okay, so I can actually hit this guy with an attack, but I'm gonna go ahead and move him in a little bit closer. I'm gonna go ahead and get him on in closer. Now James, I think, yeah, let's go ahead and start taking this guy down. And actually, I can't remember exactly how much this does, but I think it's a considerable amount, so I'm going to go ahead and attack the the tougher tank with it. And Frank, let's go ahead and get on in here. Oh, so Cordelia is going to be going once again before these guys, so that's excellent. Okay, so I could get in here and knife one of these guys, or I could use a grenade and kill both of them. Now, the advantage of knifing one of them is that then I would be able to pick up their item at the beginning of the next turn. So I think I'm actually going to go for that. Also, I'll be able to kind of use this guy in front of me here, hopefully as a shield to not get run over by this guy in front of me. Really hoping not to have him get run over, and then, because obviously that's an instant death. Or if you haven't played this game before, it's an instant death. Okay, let's see if we can, oh no! We are really, you know, sitting out here on the precipice of, oh man, I thought he was gonna run someone over. Now, actually, what he may have just done... Okay, I don't think he did, but he might have gotten in between Cordelia and that tank, which would be kind of a bummer, because I was really hoping Cordelia would be able to wipe that tank out. Herbert's got nothing on these tanks, that's for sure. I'm surprised that that guy did not attack. Yeah, I can't get an angle on that guy right there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to land this guy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much to him. So we're probably about to be on the receiving end of some pretty nasty attrition. Okay, so we took out 3252 of this guy, so yeah, technically we should be able to take this guy down. And we killed a guy within proximity of him, which was nice. It's very nice. Now, the thing is, we are not going to be taking this tank. We're not going to be taking the tank down for sure. So it may behoove me just to try to get into a better position. With him. And I mean, this may be a position that's going to get him shot by the other tank, but I'm not too worried about that right now, to be perfectly honest. It's more of a, now this guy might have a Panzerfaust. He has a Panzerfaust 100. Now, that could potentially wipe this guy out. How about that? Boom. And that was pretty fortunate. That was pretty fortunate. Now I actually kind of want to stay here so I can pick up that other Panzerfaust at the beginning of the next turn. So I'm actually going to leave him here, and he's certainly going to take some attrition from these guys. There's no doubt about that. But that was definitely fortunate. Oh, Herbert has taken 2 tank blasts. He's a champ. He is a champ. But he's fine. He's fine. Okay, Frank. What do we need you to do, Frank? What do we need you to do? Well, Frank won't be going before that guy, so he doesn't need to bother with running towards him, because Frank's magic attack that can hurt those guys is close range, so he's pretty useless against those guys, or he's pretty useless against that guy for right now, at least. Now I can use my MS attack on him. I don't know if it's going to do enough damage. I don't think it will. I can try though. Nope, not quite. That being said, I am not sure if now I know grenades don't do very much damage to tanks. I'm not sure if they do very much damage to armored cars. I haven't really tried. I have not really tried it before, so this is kind of just testing to see what happens. I really don't know. Will it do 85? It does 74. How about that? Let's go ahead and move Cynthia in here and have her drop one of these other soldiers for me. Oh no! Cynthia! Well, now Cordelia can actually snag a kill here, I think, with her grenade. Might be arguably superfluous, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Just because I'm trying to get her as many levels as possible, because I want to get her as many abilities as I can, because she's freaking hardcore. She is hardcore. Okay. I don't think anyone is in any range of anything he's got going on. Definitely pick up that other Panzerfaust. Now, I didn't pick up the Panzerfaust during the last turn, because I didn't want it to weigh me down. I didn't want it to weigh me down, during that, movement cycle, I guess you'd call it. Now, ooh, I really do want that. That's nice. Let's go ahead and replace that. I don't think I have any, yeah. Nope. Okay. And eat this. Alright, Jimmy, now I'm 90% sure you're out of range of that guy. Yep. Time to get into range, buddy. Let's just kind of run indiscriminately in that direction. Now you might be able to hit someone with a grenade. You never know. Now, he's only got, how much? 426? I'm gonna go ahead and try it. He might be able to kill him with the splash damage. Possibly. Oh, he criticaled him. How about that? How about that? Now, you might consider that a waste of a grenade. I, for the most part, consider grenades to be fairly expendable. For the most part. I'm gonna get in here on this guy and bust him up. I don't want to get here, because if I kill him from this direction, he falls forward and I won't be able to loot him. So I'm gonna get here and cut him up with my bayonet.
You're finished.
Yeah, Blave has not really done much of anything in this one. I definitely need to get him, some drugs. Okay, so let's see. Now I can potentially get both of these guys with a grenade. So I'm gonna stand next to these guys and this guy and throw a grenade at the other guys. Now that sounds kind of weird. Maybe. It might be weird, I don't know. So I'm gonna try to get that guy, and then maybe kill the other guy with splash damage. Yep. Nice. Jack the Ripper is definitely my, my speed demon now. Oh, I'm not exactly sure why I put Herbert right in front of everyone. Now let's see if we can start landing some hits on this guy. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish the tank off, because that's the only real threatening entity left. And Cordelia, move on in. Cynthia, get on in here and take a pot shot at. Oh, come on. Oh, excellent. Okay. I need to get her as many opportunities to kill people as possible. Uh-oh. Oh, I had to use that painkiller. Now, hopefully he'll have a oh, sweet. I was hoping that he would have a replacement for that. Kill him with Frank. Frank's got plenty of kills. Frank has more than plenty of kills. Jude can stand to get some kills. Jack is definitely, I mean, he's kind of new, but he's getting kills. He's not hurting on that. Another Panzerfaust 100. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Just because. Actually. He's not hurting for kills, but we gotta have a sense of style here, don't we?
Sight denied.
Boom. Let's let Blave kill this freaking guy. I mean, for crying out loud. Is he out of range of the bestial fury? Yeah. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Oh, shoot. 2 more tanks, and they're pretty far away too, so now I've got to close the distance with them. I'm gonna move Herbert here, because these guys might have, well, for one, some Panzerfaust action. I'm not gonna grab both of them because he would never move again. Now, let's see. James has 2 medical kits left, so I think he's fine. James is fine. He can handle it. As long as he doesn't get run over. But that goes for pretty much any character who is story critical. You know, for the most part, if someone gets run over and they're not story critical, then and Herbert doesn't go down as well, you know, you can get him over there and resurrect them. Not so. Now, I can't remember if I'd already checked this guy. Did not check this guy. Now, what I am gonna do, move in here and grab that other Panzerfaust with Frank. We don't need this grenade. Cynthia, you're gonna be completely useless for the rest of this map. Less than useless. Jack, now, hold on a second. He has that Panzerfaust 100, I believe, now. So let's have him start running over in that direction. Once again, I don't want to carry like a bunch of Panzerfausts, even though I'm sure some of those other guys have some. I just really don't want to pick up a bunch of them. Because once you start, once you pick up one of them, you start moving a lot slower, but once you cross a certain threshold, then you pretty much just don't ever move again, ever. Now, I don't know who here has been looted and who hasn't. I did not keep very good track of that. This guy, I think, was looted. This guy, I'm not so sure. Jude's not going to be able to do anything. He's got no abilities, so... there we go. So, it'll probably be over by the time Jude gets there, but, you know, if not, he's got a Panzerfaust. So... Alright. James. Now, hopefully... Man, he got a little bit closer to him than I really anticipated. It didn't look like he was that close on the map, but like after it showed him there, after I moved, he was like, it looked like he was really close to him, which means this whole mission might have been completely useless, because he might just go over there and run him over, which means this whole thing would be for naught, because when they run over a story character, the mission's over. And that's just really embarrassing when that happens. Yeah, don't move closer than that. Giving him someone else to potentially run over. Let's give him as few people to run over as possible. Now, I don't think that... that they're in range. He is in range. Not really in range. He will be in range next round. Okay. Okay, so hold on a second. So, yeah, that's... man, he could do an MS attack here, but he's certainly not going to take him out. I'm actually going to move back a little bit. Oh man, but Cordelia's kind of out here too now. Because then I'm just kind of in the realm of, well, I hope he doesn't run me over. Which is not a realm that I want to be in. So... Cordelia might be out of that guy's range. I don't know. I really don't know. If not, then, well, it'll suck. It will suck. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That'll not be awesome. Well, it does not look like he's coming towards us. Looks like he's kind of running away. Which is probably a good idea for him to do in terms of his survival. Unless he took advantage of the fact, or of a knowledge that he could auto win if he ran me over. Okay, yeah, once again, she can't do anything. Jack the Ripper. Get on in there with that Panzerfaust, buddy. Okay, let's take a ridiculously long-range shot. You can do it. Nice shot. Man, that was a nice shot. Okay, MS attack. Let's take a shot at the one in the back here, because I'm pretty sure all my other guys are closer. They're definitely going to be able to nail that other one. Well, definitely. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to nail that other one. I really want to take down this guy. Oh, nice level. Come on, guys. So now Frank, I think, is going to be able to take out, or actually even Herbert. With Herbert's Panzerfaust, depending on his shooting here, might be able to take out this guy right here for me.
Take this!
Kaboom. That was gratifying. Okay. Here we go. Blade might finish it up for me. Nice. And a level for Blave. Success. Well done, men. Had to take a sip of my tasty beverage there. The PZKPFW. Indeed. Protected by an additional layer of armor. Ooh, a new skill. Let's see what that new skill is. Marksman. Killing blow with guns only. So we're gonna definitely want to put that on to Cordelia, and honestly we're gonna, I mean not Cordelia, Cynthia. And we're gonna want that on her. Pretty much only her at this point. And I think we're probably gonna take hit boost. We're gonna leave because I don't want her missing for sure. And I guess we're gonna leave that, and we're gonna go for marksman there. Get the killing blow. We definitely need to do something about getting her more kills, because she's really struggling in that department. Once again, we need to make sure. I mean, the problem is, I can definitely put her into the Overwatch into Overwatch. That's not something that I haven't thought about. The problem is, most of my attacks that I execute in this game on any of the sort of standard enemies, that is enemies that she can do damage to, because she can't do damage to vehicles or tanks with her gun. Actually, let's go ahead and give her a stimulant instead of vitamins. And let's give Blave a... let's give him vitamins. James, Keith, Frank. Yeah, that looks... well, actually, Frank's not really faster than everyone else, so he doesn't need that anymore. Jack the Ripper, that looks good for him. In terms of weaponry, let's go ahead and give you a grenade. One grenade. Grenade, grenade. Grenade. I can't even remember what I was saying now. But I can't remember what I was saying, but the speed issues, you know, that I've been trying to mitigate by having really light loadouts. You know, they definitely, I mean, they obviously have their trade-offs, you know, low firepower for being able to move around a lot. So you hope that you, you know, can use your abilities in order to, you know, in order to take care of everything that you need to take care of. So I guess, you know, I mean, I guess it has worked for me so far. In the case of Cynthia, I'm not sure exactly what I need to do with her, because I think what I was talking about was the fact that in Overwatch, she's not able to do enough damage to anyone to kill them, you know, with one of her shots. And any of the attacks that I'm doing to most of the people that I'm attacking kill them in one hit, so it's not particularly useful at this point in the game, and I think that's one of the main reasons why she's lagging behind. And I think with the strategy, the overall strategy that I have adopted, I think that's kind of why I think that's kind of why we are having... Oh man, I keep getting I keep getting sidetracked, but kind of why we're having the issue of her lagging behind, and I believe that I had that same issue when I played this game previously. Is she ended up lagging behind just because of the strategy that I have adopted. It just turned out, or it just so happens, I guess, that my particular way of playing this game is not really conducive to fostering her abilities that well. Now, that being said, there are some things that happen later, and if you haven't played this game, I don't want to spoil very much, either if you plan to continue watching this series or not, that can kind of even the playing field a little bit later. But at least if I remember correctly, and it has been several years since I played this game, I always remember her being a little bit of you know, kind of trailing in terms of levels, just because everyone's moving around the battlefield faster, and they've got all these snazzy abilities that allow them to get a lot more kills a lot quicker. So that being said, since I completed that mission, whoa, I didn't want to end the game, I wanted to save the game. I want to save the game. Okay. And that being said, I think that's probably a pretty good place to cut it for this stream. And I think that was a pretty successful mission, and as kind of a half test, half you know, half me having fun with this, and you know, half you know, I just wanted to keep going with my game, and I figured, you know, I could record the gameplay footage and edit it and upload it like I had been, or I could go ahead and stream it. So I figured might as well try to stream it and just go through that and see what it was like. So you know, why not? So hopefully it turned out all right. I guess I'll watch the footage and see if it was complete garbage. But since this game's pretty old, it doesn't really matter too much if it turned out poorly. If you're one of the very few people who has been watching this series and it did turn out poorly, then I sincerely apologize. Either way, as always, thanks for watching, and we're gonna pick up right here next time.